That's a nice little start.
Ah.
Oh, I haven't picked somewhere for brunch today. Hold on.
Y'all are
Oh my
absolutely...
Shinderu.
Nani? All right.
Jay's little snort there sounded like it could be like a zipper or something.
Maybe it was. It wasn't me snorting, Riley.
All right, this place looks good. Welcome, everyone, to the Brunch of Idiots, and happy brunch to Spakenburg, Netherlands.
Happy brunch,
Spakenburg.
So I am RJ the Ghost, and I am also here with me, Riley the Sasquatch,
Sup?
Aiden the Knight, who's trying to steal my bit,
It's just that you didn't get to, okay?
and Jay the Axolotl.
Hi, I am Axolot.
Yes. So today I thought we would continue on the episode. What was it called?
Why is it like that?
Why is it like that? That was your episode, right, Riley?
It was, in fact, my episode.
Yes. So we're going to play a little bit on that one, and we're going to take it a step further. This one is going to be, who did this? In that inflection. This time I actually made notes, and I can remember the story that inspired this topic, because I always forget those. So, for me, the one that I'm going to start with, fast food rewards programs.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to give you an example of what I think a really good rewards program is. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Their app, super easy to use.
Controversial.
Well, I'm not saying anything about Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying they have a good rewards program.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that you get points quickly, right? They have deals frequently. They give away free food all the time. And I'm not saying like, get this with a purchase of this. No, they will straight up just give you random rewards at times. And the food on there is usually worth like the redemption points. So they're not like outrageously like priced as far as like points go. And then also you, in case I didn't say it already, you can combine points. So you can redeem points and you could essentially make up like an entire meal if you had enough points. So that to me is a good rewards program. Now by contrast, let's discuss McDonald's. So McDonald's, you rack up points so quickly in that app, but you can only use one deal. So you can only redeem one thing at a time. And that's excluding the coupons that they have in the app. You can only have one or the other. You can only have one thing. And it goes on a cooldown after you use it. So you can't like place an order and then place an order. It would be frustrating, but you can't do that. They won't let you. They put it on a cooldown, which I think is stupid. If I have 1 billion points, and if I have enough to make a meal and a half, I should be able to redeem the points that I earned to get that. But instead, I'm stuck in this cycle where I'm like spending a little bit of points and then getting points and then spending a little bit, and it just goes back and forth. I'm never actually using all of my points. They just sit there because I can't use them, and it's stupid. Fix it, McDonald's.
I have a rewards thing that I don't like necessarily. Domino's.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm throwing Domino's out there. So you can earn up points to get a free pizza. I don't mind like the earning points, spending points, because they don't have that cooldown. You can use multiple points for multiple things. The biggest thing is a free medium pizza with 2 toppings. And if that's all you get, they still charge you, by the way. Beyond that, I'm pretty sure it's a delivery fee or something for like $3 or $4. And, $3 or $4 in this economy, it's not much. And like, okay, fine. However, they have a clause. You cannot make an order that is under $13. They force you to get more things.
I remember you talking about this one time, because didn't you have to end up buying like a sauce? No, that was you, RJ, that was talking about this, that you couldn't.
Yep.
I bought like 3 pizzas.
Yep. And it was super frustrating too, because for me, because I usually don't have that problem anyway, because generally if I'm getting pizzas, I'm getting a few. But there was a time when I had points given to me, I had credits given to me as like a remedy for a mistake that was made. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they had messed my pizza up, so they gave me points for a free one. So I went to go redeem my free pizza at one point. I was like, hey, let's just grab a pizza, quick and easy. We don't need a whole lot. And I couldn't have just my pizza delivered because there was a minimum delivery amount. So I was like, you're telling me I have to buy more pizza to get the pizza that you messed up the first time?
That's stupid as hell.
That's
Yeah.
so dumb.
It is.
Also, they don't carry Dr. Pepper. Fix your stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I rarely get drinks from Dr. Pepper anyway, because we're usually pretty stocked up. Or not from Dr. Pepper, from Domino's.
So, I have beef with Starbucks.
Ooh,
For
that's fine.
So first off, I mean, Starbucks is a horrible company.
Yes.
Duh. But it's hard to find places where you can get a matcha latte that's drive-through that could just get it quickly, okay? At least around where I live, Starbucks is pretty much the only place. So if you really want it, that's where you have to go. I, for the longest time, had the app on my phone because I wanted to try and get rewards. This stupid freaking app would never register any of my purchases. Like, I could order from it and it would be fine. But I made, like, so many purchases because I would also buy coffee for, like, my boss or my coworkers sometimes. And I got 0 points the entire time I used that stupid thing. And it's like the shittiest bank on the planet. I mean, any of these apps are like the least secure, stupidest banks you could possibly use if you put money directly into them. But,
Right.
I'm glad that a lot of them don't have to do that anymore. But for the longest time, in order to pay for your order with the Starbucks app, you had to. And then Chick-fil-A, for the longest time, you had to until they let you start using Google Pay or Apple Pay. But Starbucks is still, like, at least to my knowledge, you have to pay via, like, putting money into the app. It's stupid.
Yeah, I agree. I don't frequent Starbucks all that much anyway, but I could have told you that just from the little that I know about them. I think I downloaded it like once because I was going to go have a talk with my sister and we were going to meet up at Starbucks. So I wanted to like order or something. I think I had like a discount. I don't remember. But one that I will say has come a long way, still has a ways that it could go, is Whataburger. Their app has improved a lot. It used to be similar to Domino's where it was actually no, I think Domino's is like increment based, like the amount of money that you spend is equal to points. But Whataburger used to be visit based. So regardless of how much you spent there, it would log it as a visit. So basically think of it like a punch card. And once you got to like 5 punches or whatever, you could redeem it for a reward. They have since changed it to point-based spending, which is much better. But the one thing I will say that they do need to fix is either the point, like, receiving rate, or they need to lower the cost of the points because it takes so long to redeem anything worthwhile through their app. But it's been pretty good so far. But anyway, Jay, did you have any gripes or?
I had one, but before we get too far away from what you were talking about, the punch card style of things, I think really only work at locations that you don't visit super frequently.
Yeah,
There's
that's fair.
a vendor that sells mice for like feeder mice because I have reptiles that eat mice. And whenever we're there, it will get punches, and I think it's punches per like $10 spent or something. And then like a full card will get you a free pack of mice. So, I mean, stuff like that it works really well for where it's like something you're not at super frequently, but like Whataburger or like other places, like yeah, give me points per dollar. It works better.
Okay, so I did something. To interject here. First, we're not sponsored by any of these. Hooray! Here's the second thing, because RJ, you had a part 2 of this. Who did this? So whenever we're ready, I'm not gonna do it yet. I have the who did this part.
Oh.
Of what?
Well, I went and found who invented fast food rewards programs, also who invented punch cards.
Interesting.
Okay.
Do you want me to say it now or
Well,
hold on to it?
I think we can move on from the fast. That was just kind of my intro topic, but it can be anything. But we
Okay.
can move on from that, so you can tell us.
Ray Kroc revolutionized the fast food industry with his franchise model of fast food rewards programs. Thank you, Ray Kroc.
Ray
Thank you, but
Kroc.
also,
And also
not
screw
thank
you.
you.
And then Herman Hollerith is the inventor of punch cards.
Interesting.
Circa 1880s.
Oh, we got an innovator.
Yeah. Industrial Revolution style.
Ray Kroc seems to have worked with McDonald's very early on.
Oh yeah, it was saying that
Primarily.
McDonald's was like a big
Yeah.
reason why
Which-
fast food rewards programs are so big.
I don't know how old he was whenever he came up with it. It looks like he may have been middle-aged when he was
Oh, yeah.
really kicking off the main part of his career. So in the 1940s, McDonald's has been doing rewards programs since the 1940s, and they're still getting it wrong. Step up your game, Mickey D's. The only thing good about you are your salty
Us,
fries.
younger than the company. Step up your game, company, or else you're not going to exist anymore.
I don't eat at McDonald's ever, so
I mean, I don't really eat it, but a lot of people do.
I tend to frequent them, actually.
Traitor. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
I like their fries, and their chicken is pretty good sometimes. But like many other fast food places, you have to catch them at the right time, because some days they have good quality stuff, and other days it's not.
Some days may be good.
you know
Some
how
days may be shit.
Wendy's whole thing is fresh, never frozen.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't thought about Wendy's in a positive light in like 17 years.
I have a coworker at one of my jobs who used to work at a Wendy's, and the stories that guy tells about Wendy's, if I remember correctly, he even said at one point that ish was frozen. So,
Wow.
did I?
Yeah.
So, I do have a thing that's
Okay.
not related to fast food.
Oh, good.
It's a two-parter. One specifically, why roundabouts?
Oh,
But
dude,
more
yes.
importantly, why roundabouts with traffic lights in the roundabout?
That
Yes!
defeats the entire purpose of a roundabout. I understand why roundabouts. Putting a
That
traffic
exists.
light in the middle of that? Well, why?
Yes, it exists, and it's in the middle of the town that Aiden and I live in. It is around our town center, which makes it completely unwalkable, FYI.
They have red lights like at every entrance and exit to the roundabout, which I don't understand why there's a red light at the exit of the roundabout. But they also have red lights in the middle of the roundabout
That defeats the entire purpose
on both
of a roundabout.
sides.
That's so
It's-
dumb.
It's like the opposite of Hannah Montana. It's the worst of both worlds.
Montana Hannah?
Yeah. No, okay,
I
so
would
like
much prefer a standard town square.
I have mixed feelings about roundabouts because they suck. But if you're going to do roundabouts, do them correctly. I hate these 2-lane roundabouts because nobody knows how to use them. So there's always the danger of getting cut off from the right lane because they don't realize you can't keep going. Like
Yep,
anyway,
it's dumb.
I had a story about a roundabout that is kind of funny if I can before you get to part 2.
You're good.
So we were in Colorado, me and the fam, and we're driving. Obviously, I'm very unfamiliar with anything there, so I'm following the GPS very heavily. Now, there was a roundabout where one of the branches, the first turn in the direction that we were going, was not finished. It didn't go anywhere. Now, there was no signage to indicate this. It was not blocked off in any way. It just turned and then immediately turned into dirt in this field. Now, because I am glued to this GPS, it's telling me to take the first turn because it did not register that as a turn. So I went and turned into this offshoot that immediately turned into an open field. So I had to do this little U-turn in this field and then go back the other way through the roundabout to continue going. But I was like, why would you tell me the first turn if it's not the first?
Lord.
So, traffic signals in the roundabout.
Yeah.
My town, my square or circle, if you will, has the red lights, and I told you where they were, they were at every exit, which doesn't make sense. Every entrance, that kind of makes sense, and then every like quarter, which also doesn't make sense, of the roundabout. And I'm thinking, why did you red light the exits? People can... You're clogging the roundabout needlessly, especially like with the red lights in the middle of the roundabout. Why
Like,
are
I
you
can-
doing this?
I can maybe understand red lights entering the roundabout.
Exactly, yeah, no, because there are 2 major highways that pass through the town, and they go through the roundabout. So it makes sense. You clog the entrance on one highway for a minute, let them go through. Then you stop the other highway, have both lights off, right? So it can clear, then make the other highway go.
Yeah.
Huh.
But no, they had to pick the stupidest option.
They did.
I think somebody was bored and they're like, what happens if we put 18 extra stoplights in this one little...
a baby was born with a commissioner's hat and is just like, I got an idea.
Ooga boonga, red light, boom!
I may not have a brain, gentlemen.
Well,
Oh, no.
and I gotta say, Right.
Mhm.
I think I know why they set it up the way that they did. And it's because the town grew a lot faster than what they were prepared for. So they took 2 traffic control solutions and were like, yeah, we can do this. This'll help. This'll do it.
The mayor, hair frizzed out, just like, yeah, that'll work. Let's just slap that there. Technically, we have a square, mind you. We have a square that surrounds a roundabout, covered in red line.
My favorite, the
And
squircle.
completely unwalkable.
It's completely unwalkable. Just
And
yeah.
so none of the stores or restaurants in the town square can stay alive because nobody can get to them safely.
Yeah. And the courthouse is in the center of the roundabout.
And there is no place to park
There's no place
outside of the
Why?
roundabout or inside of the roundabout. So you have to park on the outside of the roundabout,
go
wait
inside.
for some red light syncing to happen in order to cross through the roundabout to get into the courthouse.
Oh my goodness, this is
Smart.
the
Slap
city
some
planner
signals
was
there. Stonks.
the city
There
planner
were-
was found shot dead in an alleyway.
Oh, goodness.
Then they all panicked and went, no, red lights will work. Red lights.
If anyone else has anything more about roundabouts, please jump in. But I do have the end here for it if we're ready to move on.
No, I don't have anything else. I have a funny story, but otherwise, no, I don't got nothing.
All right. Whip.
I think roundabouts coming off of access roads or exits from highways onto normal roads feeding directly into roundabouts are stupid.
A lot of Irish people hate roundabouts. This is what I've heard.
I think
from
anyone
my
with a brain
parents who
hates
went over there.
roundabouts.
I only quarter hate roundabouts.
So roundabouts. They were they were first seen, very first time, in 1786 in the UK
That tracks.
at a town home built called the Circus
That tracks.
That
in the
also
city of
tracks.
Bath.
You would put
Not
a roundabout in the
Bath.
bath.
Yeah, in Bath. And then France caught on and put one around the Arc de Triomphe.
That would
And
be a very
then
famous one, wouldn't
The
it?
U.S. put
Be.
one down.
We
Arc
have
de
more
Triomphe.
than one. Can confirm.
So yeah,
We have at least 4.
screw you,
Have you-
UK planner from 1780 or 68.
Have you seen the picture of the 4 Slinky buses caught in a roundabout?
Yes.
Oh no.
I think they had to get like a forklift or something to like pull one out so that they could all move because they got
You see-
wedged.
Did you say Slinky Bus?
Yeah.
Slinky
Yeah,
bus.
those
They have,
the
like, the
segmented buses
accordion
that have like an
type.
accordion in between.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what they're actually called.
Slinky
They're just slinky buses.
Not Slinky Bus Somerset. What the heck?
I'm afraid
It's called
to
an
might be it.
articulated bus. It's called an articulated bus, also referred to as slinky bus, bendy bus, tandem bus, vestibule bus, stretch bus, or an accordion bus.
I'm sorry, a vestibule bus?
A vestibule bus. Don't
Just call it
ask
whatever.
me why.
Hold up.
That's what Wikipedia says, at least.
Huh?
It makes sense. Like, by definition, it makes sense.
Are we
But
calling the slinky an antechamber? Like the
Yes.
the accordion part? Is that what?
I mean, it's
the
sealed off.
antechamber bus.
It's sealed between the two. Like, there are doors. So
sending you to prison on the antechamber bus.
I also
you get to
against
ride in the
chambers.
slinky.
You, but you can only sit in the accordion part.
Can you imagine getting smashed by two buses like that?
Oh goodness!
That's on your
I don't think I
gravestone.
want to.
Killed
Here
via
lies
slinky.
so and so, slinkied to death by a slinky bus crash.
2000 to 2026.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
What are you in for? Squashing someone in the slinky bus?
What are you in for, Slinky Bus?
I invented the
And
slinky
they just
bus.
nod sagely.
Okay, while we're on the topic of slinky bus, why? Who's like, yes, the solution to transport. Let me just slap two buses together
I have that.
and
No. Whatever you have is wrong. The reason why is so that we could have that one scene from Shang-Chi.
What?
I did not watch Shang-Chi.
What is
Oh,
Shang-Chi?
we'll have to watch that sometime. It's actually one of the MCU
Cool.
movies that's like decent.
Is that the ring one?
Yeah, the guy with
It
the ring.
first appeared in Milan,
Oh.
Italy in 1937.
I don't know why. I thought you had seen that one, Aiden.
No, I haven't. I know characters.
I
The
know.
reason the slinky bus exists is to get around rigid length rules.
Yes.
So they can hold more people and can drive a bigger vehicle without getting in trouble for the rigid body being too long.
Why can't we just go the route of England and just stack another one on top?
Just stack it.
Just stack.
Why
it.
not? Why not make public transit via train at that point? I don't know.
So America's
I
transit.
want to have trade systems.
I actually
so bad.
know the reason why is because Ford was like, yes, the cars are the way of the future. We don't need public transit.
It would be for.
I'm like
Yeah.
the 85% sure it was Ford. He was like, hey, let's not make trains be our primary method of transport. Let's make it cars.
No,
And then-
car.
and we're like,
drive them everywhere.
And now we're like, we can't afford cars, but I can't walk anywhere, and the trains don't exist.
Well,
I-
to be fair, that is a very Texas problem. There's a lot better public transit available in other states, just not here.
You want to know why it's not available here?
Cattle.
We're learning
Money
a lot of
laundering.
but we don't know the who.
It's not available here because money laundering.
Has this
Yeah.
turned into a conspiracy theories part 2?
It's not
Welcome
a
back
conspiracy
to the follow-up
theory.
episode of Micro Conspiracies.
Texas public transport is, in fact, much like the mattress stores.
Dude,
When
okay,
was the
y'all
last
remember-
time you saw someone ride a train?
I mean,
Oh,
you're
we
right.
did for Comic Con.
Y'all remember? We actually know a guy who, well, we used to know. Don't really know him, but we don't associate with him. But we knew a guy who actively does like social media work about like public transit in our area.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'll DM you. But what was it saying? Oh, y'all remember that episode where I was talking about that creepy mall that's over by where I work? Like the abandoned
yeah.
like
Yeah.
shopping plaza that I thought was the back rooms. There's a mattress store in front of this like property on the frontage road that is always open. I've never once seen anyone come in or out of there, and I drive past it all the time. and it has outlasted the entire shopping plaza behind it and the shopping mall that is across the freeway from it. But that mattress store is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yep.
In fact, it's not going anywhere anytime soon so well that there's actually a competing mattress store like a stone's throw away from it, not even 5 minutes down the road from it. And they both just coexist, not selling mattresses. It's amazing.
Mattress stores are the cockroaches of.
I actually had to go into a mattress store recently, semi-recently.
Spirit of Halloween is the cockroach.
Did they seem like really like put off by the fact that you were in there and then also like
No.
not at all know how to talk to a customer because they don't get any?
What's so funny is that it was manned by one of the nicest old guys I had ever met in my entire life. He was just a sweet, like, happy to be there old man. He was like, "Oh my goodness, there's a person! Hello! How can I help you?" And I was like, "I need to put in an order." And he was like, "Oh, yay! Let me help you with that." It was like, "I like you. I want to come in here more." And yet it was completely empty before me and completely empty after me.
Yep.
I have a beautiful cursed verses for the next time we do one. I need to write it down.
Oh no.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Back on topic of like, why is this? Who did that?
Why would you do that?
Let me see.
Huh?
I got one, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
It's coming.
Uh-huh.
It's coming to my brain.
All right.
It's arriving.
Okay.
I have one.
I just got it, but you go.
You could go. No, you go.
Okay. Unmanned Amazon warehouses. Those have been popping up in Texas. They're big. How can they not have a person working there?
Because a lot of their stuff at those warehouses is just organization.
And
Yeah.
why?
That's how. The why is because companies are greedy corporate pieces of like
Yeah, no. That one's a weak one. Riley, you go ahead.
Phones. Hold on. Stick with me. Okay. In America specifically, there is a problem with the amount and variety of cellular devices you can get. And it's not just cell phones, it's also like tablets too. I know people who typically use Apple products don't have this problem, but if you're an Android user, and maybe this is a first world problem, but if you're an Android user, you are relegated to like 4 or 5 brands that you can purchase from, and they're mediocre at best, right? And if you dig deep, you could probably get a good 10 out. But again, they're mediocre at best. If I pull a list of all of the different cellular device and mobile device brands there are on this planet right now, there are hundreds. And we in America cannot get them because a good portion are made in China. And that bothers me because I'm tired of getting OnePlus. It's a fine brand. It's not worth the amount of money that I have to pay in order to keep up.
valid.
And it's been an internal crash out for months now. Now, mind you, Unihertz is doing a good job I will probably be getting the Titan 2 Elite. Or the Clicks communicator. I haven't decided yet. But I'm kind of excited about those. Finally, some sort of innovation. Well, it's not even innovation, it's just reverting back to what once was.
Gosh.
I hate it. I hate it. Everything that is innovation is dumb, and everything that seems innovative that is actually useful is actually just reverting back to something we already had. I hate it here.
Have you
I
heard-
miss phones that had personality.
Yes.
I like the sliding phones, the ones that would slide out. There were some,
Yes.
I can't remember the exact model. There was one that could slide up to give you like the 9 key, and then it could also slide sideways to give you the full keypad. So you could have both. And one of the ones that I really, really loved back in the day was the Motorola Kick Flip, I think. It pivoted, it swiveled. So it was a square phone, and the top part would literally rotate out, and there was a small keyboard, and it was like just a small touchscreen square, and it was useless and dumb, but it was cool. And
Yep.
we don't have anything like that now. Now everything is just a brick, and they keep making them bigger and bigger and heavier, and they're all just bricks. There's no
And-
life to them.
Even the stuff that could be interesting about them aren't it's not really all that interesting. Like you have what's it called? No Name, right? That look, you have a clear phone. You can see the components, except not actually. It's just fake. And that's again just copying what we used to do. I hate it here. I don't know who did it. But when I find them, I'm tearing their throat out with my fingers.
It's probably a
have-
combination of Apple and Android,
Google.
to be honest.
Have you heard the rumors that
Samsung.
Apple is moving towards a phone with no ports?
Which is like, just give
Yes,
me the
I would
stupid
like
acrylic.
my eye brick, please.
Yeah, my eye brick.
I
Thank you.
I miss well, the one thing I miss about phones were the ones where you could pull the back off and you could
Yes.
replace the battery. There was
Yes.
SD card slots. You could put multiple SIMs in there. I know a lot of them have like the eSIMs now, but and I've never had to use it, but the option was there.
Mhm.
And now everything is sealed up and they have the glass backs, so you have to have a professional technician repair it, whatever. Well, it used to be back in the day, my little hunk of plastic, if the battery was bad or even if it was dead and I didn't have time to charge it, I could just hot swap a battery in. I used to do that all the time with my little sliding phones. I would go and carry I would have a fully charged battery in my backpack and one in the phone, so I could literally just hot swap it whenever my phone died. But that's not that they would die. Those batteries lasted like a day and a half.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Yep. And I did the same thing. I had an HTC. Mind you, it was dawn of real brick phones. So it was an HTC smart-ish phone, but it had the removable back, and I kept 3 different batteries because I had dropped it in the toilet and brought it back to life. So it was, you remember Frankenphone.
Yes. I was about to say, I remember this.
Frankenphone, bless it. I think I killed it and revived it 2 or 3 times. And it would eat through batteries. But man, was it it still worked great as long as you kept batteries on you. It was great. I loved that phone. I loved that phone till my parents were like, "No, you need something more reliable."
I mean, yeah. I have all of my old phones. I have my first phone, the first one I know Riley talked about back when I had to share a phone with my siblings. I still have that phone. I wish I could get them to work. There's one that I have. It was an old Nokia phone that it was very BlackBerry-esque. But that thing is a brick. And I don't mean a brick like nowadays. I mean a brick as in like that thing, it will not break ever.
It's not,
And
yeah.
if I could get that with updated like hardware and make it work on modern cell towers, oh my god, dude, it would be the ideal phone.
Yep. That's why I'm kind of excited about the Clix communicator, not to totally derail us completely. But because it has a removable back plate, I'm wondering if it will allow us to hot swap batteries and things like that. That would be awesome. But anyway, that's just me. That's me and my tangent. I don't know who did it, but whoever did,
Who did it?
flip flop machine gun for you.
Isn't the
Flip-flop
communicator
machine.
supposed to be like a companion device?
It can be either. It's marketed as a companion device, but you can very easily use it as your primary. It just doesn't have the same kind of UI as a typical primary would have.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, to me, that's more attractive. But because I'm phone addicted, so I need help.
Could be because of consumer base. Also, not necessarily like phone companies, but the carrier providers like T-Mobile, AT&T, they apparently have a bit of a say on what phones can or can't be like.
Why?
Oh yeah, well their towers specifically, they control what kind of signal can be used on their towers, which
Yes.
changes the kind of phone.
But then wouldn't companies like Huawei, wouldn't they then just change their antennas for the U.S. market so it would work with our?
Because Huawei is it's outlawed in the U.S. Trump killed it in like 2016.
Oh, so politics. That
Well,
was another section.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that as
If-
example, like those companies, if that was truly the problem that was holding them back, wouldn't they just adjust to the market?
That's what
It's
they
a
used to do.
part of the problem.
But also, it's not that it's outdated, but the U.S. does use mildly outdated technology
Yeah.
for its general public because plebeians shouldn't have nice things. But, yeah, that's just kind of the way that it goes. I think T-Mobile is the most likely to accept, like T-Mobile, satellite towers or phone towers are more likely to work with weird phone brands than Verizon. Verizon is a pain in the butt, from what I understand. So,
Yeah, I've never had the displeasure of working with Verizon, but if you have, let us know in the comments if you like Verizon.
I have ooh.
My one of my jobs works with Verizon. That's what their primary like Wi-Fi is.
Does
So
it work well?
it sort of works well, but there's no other cell towers nearby campus. So the bottom part of the campus gets like no reception. And Verizon is putting in a new tower over there. Problem is, no one else can use it other than Verizon. At least
Yeah.
not for a while, until they make profit off of Verizon users. And then they'll let everybody else have access to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh.
Fun and original. Speaking of which, HOA. What the heck?
Yeah.
Why do those still exist?
Because I don't know. I wish I could come up with a reasonable reason why, but just people suck. That's the only thing I can come
How
up
does
with.
our government consider them legitimate?
Well, the government doesn't care about what goes on in your... They don't even care if you have a house. Anyway, that's getting too political.
we're
I
we're on the war path today.
as you all know, we have been we've been starting the process of looking for a house. And one of the first things I look at is HOA, because it's not necessarily a deal breaker for me, but if it comes down to an option that I really like that has an HOA and an option that I just almost really like that has no HOA, I'm going to take the one that has no HOA. Like, I'll make that sacrifice. You know what I mean? So we've been looking at a lot of blue houses, because generally you're not going to see a lot of blue houses in an HOA. So
That is true. That is very true. Yeah.
I have lived in an HOA my entire life, and I think we got really lucky with ours, because I at least have not ever heard my parents complain about the HOA in our neighborhood. And yet I hear everybody else always complaining about it. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep my nose out of this one.
That can't
So
be right. Hold on.
I work for a custom building company. Like they make garages, sheds, cabins, horse barns, all that stuff. And my job is to see if I could help people find sheds that work for them.
Mhm.
One of the worst things in my job is trying to talk to people who have HOAs and then trying to help them discover what rules their HOAs have for getting a shed on their property. 'Cause some of this is just wild. Like, one of them that I had to work with a little while ago, in order for a shed to be on this person's property, all of the materials must be the exact same materials as the materials the house was made out of. So, like, down to the brand. Like, the same brand of siding, the same brand of shingles.
That's wild.
That's kind
It-
of strange.
Was so deeply overbearing. I was like, friends, rather than get a new shed, have you considered moving?
Yeah.
'Cause at what point do you consider that a breach on personal liberty?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little crazy. We can cut this out if we want to. I'll just say it. It's who technically invented the HOA, and we can decide there. So technically they didn't invent the HOA, but they played a massive role in the development of the homeowner association. It is the Levite family in New York. So technically the Jews were involved in its creation.
Is it Levite or Levitt as in Levittown?
It's
Levit?
well, no, see, that's what I was thinking too, because it is Levittown, where the Levites founded the town. And I read about William Jared Levitt, who is born to a Jewish family in Brooklyn.
That's
His father
just
was a rabbi.
I'm sorry, that's just a funny coincidence, because, like, and we can cut this part out because I don't want my last name on here, but my last name is, and I'm not from the tribe of, as much as that joke gets talked about
Yeah.
with my family. Like, I
He's from a Jewish family. He has a rabbi grandfather from Russia and a grandmother from Austria-Hungary.
Oh my.
I'm so sorry.
This is so bad. Oh no! I got to a part where it's talking about racial segregation.
No. Oh no.
oh boy.
Oh,
No.
but they
I
had
can get us
helped. They
far-
helped develop the HOA because they wanted to protect the houses that they built and sold en
mean-
masse.
understandable. My goodness. That is.
From the residents that bought them.
I wonder if we leave the name in and just let people look up the heritage. That's funny.
I mean, do you want to? I'll
I don't know.
cut it out.
I don't know how big of an issue.
That's up to y'all.
I don't- The only thing I want cut out is my last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I made a marker, and so
Thank you.
yeah, but I'll leave the other one in. I don't care. It'll sick 'em. I don't know.
Sick of my...
I can
Any
get us
last,
far away from politics if you want, real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. Let's swing back the other way.
So, I had mentioned earlier that I house reptiles. I have a bunch. I have snakes and lizards and a bunch of stuff. So, twice a year, I go to a breeders convention that comes through the area. The North American Reptile Breeders Convention. They do shows all over North America. And one year they had a popular YouTuber there. I'm not sure who. It's not somebody that I watched, but really popular with like the kids. And they put them at the back of the center aisle of this con, which you wouldn't think anything of, right? However, so many people walk in through the front doors and just beeline down the center aisle to go talk with this YouTuber or like go meet this YouTuber that was at this con, that like all of the stalls on that center aisle were just annoyed because they weren't getting any traffic because the entire center row was just aligned to meet this person at the table at the end of the row. It was like, who plans that there? Like, why not put them at like the edge, like a corner or something? Like, why open doors, center aisle from the doors? Like, the worst possible planning of where to put this person.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
One thing that I've found, kind of circling back around a little bit, in the houses that I've looked at, I've found one thing that really bothers me. Long houses. I understand houses being smaller nowadays and you needing to make like, the footprint, whatever. Why have a narrow house? You can't put anything
I
in
know
there.
why. They're called shotgun style houses.
Yes, I hate them.
And they were created as low income city housing. They're slums.
Well, yes, I understand that. I hate the design.
That's fair. I like them.
I'm a big sucker for open floor plans, and square supremacy. What am I supposed to do with a rectangular living room where if I put a couch in there, I'm going to be knees to the wall when I'm sitting? Like, give me a little bit of space. It's a living room,
You could
like
chop
not
it
a
in
hallway.
half. You could chop it in half.
Let
and
me
you could have two
live.
square houses.
Yes.
Hallway. Line piece.
Line.
Line hallway.
Slinky bus.
A
Line
slinky
room.
bus.
Like, I don't know. I'm the kind of person where I enjoy open floor plans, right? And like I would prefer smaller bedrooms and larger living areas. I don't want to feel cramped in my living room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, Aiden, you got words for us?
I do. This broadcast was brought to you by these words. Rewards. Krabby Bank. Not sponsored. Roundabouts. Slinky Bus. Antechamber. Trains. Conspiracy. Phones. HOA. Line hallway. Thanks for listening.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I think that's one of the best sets of words we've had in a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Slinky Bus.
Slinky bus. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No.
Well, thank you
Slinky
everyone for
bus is
joining
different
us.
than succubus.
I hope you all enjoyed our debacle. And a happy brunch again to Spackenberg in
Happy
the
Brunch,
Spackenberg.
Spackenberg. Everyone do with the information that you will. We're not associated with you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Remember, do not confuse